Greetings, everyone. It is a great day in downtown Fort Wayne today, in many ways. Obviously, the weather has been very nice and kind, and we thank you, each and every one of you, for coming out and supporting this project. As someone that's been coming here for the last 3 years trying to get this jump started, to actually be sitting in this setting with this environment and this number of people excited to see this coming, we can't tell you how proud we are to be part of this. And we appreciate you taking time out of your days to come here and help celebrate this event. The opening will actually be more exciting, but this is very monumental in itself. You know, it's one of those things that as hotel developers often we get accused of, and I remember when I first came here and we looked at, with Steve Brody, he had some aerial shots and some renderings of Harrison Square, and I walked away candidly saying, well, we've been on that side ourselves, and a lot of times the renderings always, the architects make it look extra glistening, and I'm sure it won't be that nice, but it'll be close. And then when you actually step out here, this is one of the rare times where candidly the real product surpasses any rendering that an architect could draw. To be in this environment and have this park setting and have this, you know, world-class minor league baseball field adjacent to us, and we're about to bring this iconic Courtyard by Marriott brand to complement the convention center, is something that we're very excited about. I don't think it could be underscored how important it will be to the continued growth of the convention business here in downtown Fort Wayne. I need to start by thanking former Mayor Graham Richard, who really was instrumental, along with Mark Becker, in attracting White Lodging to come to this development. They simply wouldn't take no for an answer. Their pride in the community resonated every time we met with them. It wasn't something that they felt just should be done in an ordinary basis. They felt it needed to be done in a positive, long-term basis to have a lasting impact, and they insisted on it. And yes, it took a little longer than everyone would like, but I think the results are obviously paying off and showing why that was worth the wait. Mayor Tom Henry and his administration, as a hotel developer, we're always worried. As soon as we got wind that there was going to be a change in administration, you know, it's tempting to say, okay, well, here goes another 6 months or a year. We didn't miss a beat. Thanks to Mayor Henry, he immediately met with us and said, what do we need to do? Let's get the communication line going. Let's see how we could overcome the fact that no hotel was getting financed in this environment, regardless of the way the deal was put together. Let's see how we could overcome it, and he challenged us, and rightfully so. We were able to come to this day today. I also need to thank Greg Leatherman and the Redevelopment Commission. More than 50 times, literally, I placed calls into Greg when we hit a wall and said, what are we going to do here? And without exception, typically within 24, usually within 48 hours, I get a call back saying, here's what we've been able to do to accommodate this, here's what we're going to have to do, and paint the roadmap to get to overcome the hurdle. I also need to thank Aquest Realty. We partnered with them on several hotel projects. They were unable to attend today because they're actually attending another project groundbreaking as we speak, but they are very instrumental in getting us here as well, and we're happy that they were able to convince us to come and take a look, as they say. Steve Brody, I've never met a gentleman like Steve Brody, who anytime you ask him anything, number one, he just doesn't fire off an answer, he thinks it through, but two, I've never seen someone answer first and foremost with what's the best for the community. Every time I've asked him a question, I could see his mind going, saying, well, what's going to be the best for this community and the citizens of Fort Wayne? And I get goosebumps talking about it because there's just so much pride, and he had so much involvement in getting this Harrison Square development to where it is today, and I thank him for his support as well. I've got to thank our owners, Dean and Bruce White, for having the confidence to be able to commit the required equity to get this project done in this environment. Without them, obviously, we wouldn't be here today, and the reason they do that is because they have the confidence in our White Lodging associates, and I must thank them because they're the ones that deliver the guest excellence that allows us to be able to continue developing hotels. This will be our 30th hotel that we've developed and managed in the state of Indiana, and I can't think of a better milestone environment to be celebrating that than here today. Finally, the lenders, thank you. exist, our business model doesn't exist without lenders. It's no secret, pretty much every lender across the country have more or less crawled into their shells. And Larry Burnell, our CFO, who I also want to thank, just continually said, let me work on it. Give me another week. I was annoying him. He was probably ready to hit me about 3 or 4 times because he'd say, give me a week, and I'd ask him on the second day if anything's happened yet. But the spirit of it was, let's see what we can do. We ran into a mousetrap. We hit a brick wall. Let's try this one. Let's try that one. And lo and behold, we were able to get a kind of a slight opportunity with Centier Bank to support us. There was a strong local support led by the mayor and Greg Leatherman that said the local banks want to participate, and they were able to pull this package together. And literally, the reason we didn't send a press release out announcing the financing closing is because the ink's still dry on it within a matter of a few days prior to this event. So we want to thank First Federal, Grable Bank, Lake City, JP Morgan Chase, Tower Bank, Salin Bank, and Star Financial, and Lake City Bank, finally. Those 7 local banks made this day possible, and to step up in these extraordinary times where they're dealing with a bunch of unknowns, they don't know what the environment's going to be like, but yet they still made the commitment because this was a community project, speaks volumes to their commitment to the city and to the community. We're also, thank you again. And talking about community, we're also happy to report today, one of the challenges by the City Council and the administration from day one has been, this is going to be a locally supported project. We need to support our local population base in terms of the employee workforce. Our hotel will create over 100 new jobs upon opening in August of next year. We've got an average of 50 to 75 people on site throughout the construction of the project. And we're happy to report slightly over 50% of them to date are Fort Wayne-based contractors, and we expect that number to remain there throughout the job. So to be in this environment, in this day and age where we're dealing with all the unknowns, and have that type of participation from local community-based groups is something that we're very proud of, and we thank them for supporting this project. We promise we're going to deliver Fort Wayne a first-class hotel and establishment, along with this champion sports bar that I think everyone will enjoy. Come out and check us out, because it's not going to be something that you've seen in this town to date. At the same time, you have our commitment that we're going to work with the local community, the Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Grand Wayne Convention Center Authority, the Hilton, and making sure that, our job is to make sure that the Hilton and us become a 1 + 1 = 3, where we have something more to offer that the city didn't previously have to offer. So we thank you. We commit that you're going to be proud of what we're about to embark upon here and deliver late next summer. And we also want to thank everyone one last time for supporting this project and this exciting day. I'd like to turn it over to Mayor Tom Henry. I hope he just didn't roll in from his bar across town. Hopefully he'll have a few nice words to say about this project as well. Thank you.